Hello and welcome everyone. So let us continue our ongoing series, and that is on construction safety. Now we have covered a lot of elements in construction safety by now, and we will be continuing to do so. And today's we have selected element 6 as one of the crucial element. So let us see what was there and what we have done till now. So in construction safety, we have already covered the introduction part. We have covered the basic accident prevention part, the building and the construction work, regulatories, roles and responsibilities. Last video we also posted on scaffolding and all of the stuff. We also covered up some overview on statutory requirements as well. So this is what we have covered in construction safety. But we must understand that construction safety, one of the most important element uh, as such, because this industry is growing and this is a constantly evolving and ever changing, and there are a lot of things happening every day because it's a project site. So today we are going to discuss on the concrete work. Now, what is concrete work? People have some misconception about concrete work and what concrete work actually is. So concrete work or structural framework, you know, it's the framework of demolition or making things. So some of the important activities on construction site is part of concrete work and framing structure and framework or demolition. So these are activities. Now these activities are hazardous. The Building and Construction Worker Regulation Employment and Condition of Service 1996 speculates statutory control to regulate these activities to provide adequate safety to the construction worker. Now, concrete, when it comes to concrete, we are going to discuss about concrete. So what is concrete? Concrete is basically is a composite material composed of coarse granular material, the aggregated to fillers, embedded in hard matrix of material, the cement or binder, and fills the space among the aggregated particles and glues them together. So what is concrete work? It basically, glues or binds things together. Right? Now, concrete production is the process of mixing together the various ingredients, water, aggregated cement, and any additives to produce concrete. Now, concrete production is a sensitive one. The ingredients are mixed, correct? Workers must put concrete in place before it is hardened. Now, in modern usage, most concrete products take place in large type of industries. Now facilities called as concrete plants, and often as batch plants or something like that. So these are places where usually concrete productions are happening. So you might have seen that whenever construction activity is happening, so there is a separate concrete mixing plant that is being set up. So in general, the usage of concrete plant comes in two types. So let us see first. Okay. So the concrete plant, the usage comes in two types, and first is the ready mix plant and central mix plant. So the ready mix plant mixes all the ingredients except water, while a central mix plant mixes all the ingredients including water. The central mix plant offers more accurate control of the concrete quality through better measurements of amount and water added, but must be placed close to the work site where the concrete will be used, since hydration begins at the plant itself. The moment you add water, what happens? immediately it starts hardening also, because it starts absorbing. So material, the concrete has this property, cement has a property, no? It starts absorbing. Now the concrete plant consists of large storage hoppers for various reactive ingredients like cement storage, for bulk ingredients like aggregated uh, and water, mechanism for addition of various additives and amendments, machinery and accurately weighing more and mixing some of those ingredients, and facility to dispense the mixed concrete, often to concrete mixer truck. So once these are prepared at the plant level, what happens? They are being transferred to a concrete mixing truck, which is continuously rotating. You might have seen that the concrete mixer, it's continuously rotating, because if it becomes stagnant, it will start solidifying. So it is to be mixed continuously with reasonable amount of water. Now mixing concrete through mixing, though mixing is very essential for the production of uniform high quality concrete. For this reason, equipment and methods should be capable of efficiently mixing the concrete material uh, containing the large specified aggregated to produce uniform mixture of lower sum, practical for the work. Now workability, how is the workability here? So workability is the ability of fresh concrete mix to be filled, to fill in form of mold, or properly with the desired work, with vibrations and all, and without reducing the concrete quality. Now workability depends on water content, aggregated, that is what is the shape and what is the size, then continuous content and age, that is level of hydration in it, and can be modified by adding chemical admixtures like super plasticizer or resin or water content, by adding chemical mixtures, increasing the concrete workability. Now excessive water leads to increase in the blending, that is surface water, and segregation of the aggregation when the cement and the aggregated state to be separated, with the resulting concrete having reduced quality. The use of aggregate and the undesired granulation can result into very harsh mix design with very low sum, which cannot readily be made workable by addition of reasonable amount of water has to be happen. So here, when we talk of workability with concrete, what we are discussing, we are trying to discuss that how much amount, how water and the right blend or the mix is important. If there is more water, it will not, it will not dry soon, or it will not, give the right result. If there is more water in, the it will not fix in the mold also. So UVC pores. So it has to be properly, it has to have the right amount of ratio, right amount of concentration with it, along with it. Now coming to the next point, after workability, we have seen concrete production, we have discussed about mixing concrete, we have discussed about its workability. Now let's discuss about its curability. Now curing, in all but least critical application, care must be taken to properly cure the concrete to achieve the best strength and hardness. Now this happens after the concrete has been placed. Now cement requires a moist controlled environment to gain strength and harden fully. Correct? Now this is very important. So when curing is, why curing is important? So this is why the curing is important, because if it is not cured properly, it will not have the proper strength and hardness as desired. Okay? Now let us discuss some overviews, that some provisions, that legal provisions, or where to look into things. So if you are looking at provisions for safety and health during concrete work, this is given in part 3, of Chapter 11 of Building and Other Construction Worker, BOCW, that is Regulation, Employment and Condition of Service, Central Rule 1998. So what does it state? In Rule 96, there are some general provisions regarding use of concrete. 97 tells about the preparation of pouring of concrete and erection of concrete structures. 98 will talk about the buckets. 99 will talk about pipe and pumps. 100, Rule 100 will talk about mixing, pouring of concrete. 101 rule will talk about concrete panels and slab. 102 will talk about stress and tension of the elements. 103 will talk about the vibrators. 104 Rule 104 will talk about the inspection and supervision, what you need to do. 105 rule will talk about beams, floor and roof. 106 will talk about stripping, and 107 rule number 107 will talk about the reshoring. So I hope that you can look into these standards. I'll again repeat, the if you are looking for provision for safety and health during concrete work, it is given in part 3 of chapter 11 of BOCW, that is Central Rule 1998. So I hope you have liked the video by now. So keep liking and sharing, and we'll try and contribute more such videos. And thank you very much, friends, for all your support.